Hi, this is Paul Rudish, producer of Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. You're listening to the Mickey Shorts and More podcast.
This week on the Mickey Shorts and More podcast,
it's time for our annual Halloween Spooktacular.
We give our review of Disneyland's Halloween party, the Oogie Boogie Bash.
And we're going to watch the 1929 short called The Haunted House.
All that and more on this week's episode of the Mickey Shorts and More podcast,
Halloween Spooktacular. Hey, Mickey Shortsters! Welcome to the Mickey Shorts and More podcast. My name is Steve.
And my name's Keaton, and we're finally doing a Spooktacular.
We missed the last year or two of
2 years.
But, we said we've got to make sure this year, as part of our Halloween celebration, we've got to get the Halloween Spooktacular done because we've really missed out on this over the last few years. We love our Halloween shows and we love the whole Halloween season. It's fun beginning to end. Keaton, how's it been going for you?
Good. I actually have a little bit of news to share. If you guys are definitely a fan of us, I am actually working on my own series, and the pilot is out on my YouTube channel, Keaton Pictures, and I am currently working on the second episode, so if you wanted to go check out the episode, I'd love it. I'd really like more of an audience for my show.
Okay, we'll put the link up in the show notes and on the screen so you can go check it out. But he definitely has his own unique style of animation and storytelling, so it's definitely worth a watch. Now, on to some Halloween goodness. Disneyland, the Disneyland Resort, along with the Walt Disney World Resort, they always host their after-hours Halloween parties. Now, we have not been to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party in Florida yet.
I wish.
I wish someday. But we did get a chance to go to the Oogie Boogie Bash in Disneyland. Mm-hmm. I know for a lot of people that do Disney podcasts, they're in the parks like every day. It's not a big deal. For us who live nowhere near the parks, we've got to get on airplanes and make special arrangements and spend a crap ton of money.
We only go once a year.
Yeah, exactly. If that sometimes. So heading down to the parks is a big deal for us, but this was our second year in a row for Oogie Boogie Bash. So I just wanted to talk about it, kind of put our thoughts out there and say, as a spooky Disney Halloween party, Keaton would love to hear your thoughts on the 2025 version of the Oogie Boogie Bash.
So it was pretty good. It wasn't actually that different from last year.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm comparing the feelings of standing, in the middle of California Adventure, with all the lights going and the sounds and the parade and all that kind of stuff, between last year and this year, it felt pretty much like the exact same night.
Yeah.
Still great weather.
But one of the new characters, which I kind of enjoyed talking to, was Syndrome.
Yes. So let's set the stage a little bit for those that maybe are new to Oogie Boogie Bash or maybe don't understand it. So this is a Disneyland after hours event. This is something that you have to buy an extra ticket to. So if you're going to the parks during the day and you're going to the Oogie Boogie Bash at night, you're buying 2 park tickets, which
if you're in
kind of crazy. But
one thing you should know is if you're at California Adventure the day they're doing an Oogie Boogie Bash, they're going to kick you out early.
This is very true because the party starts at 6 p.m. and they've got to have all the regular day guests out. But we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But back to the basics. This is an after-hours event. It is all themed to Halloween. They have a whole bunch of them because they turn out to be really popular, and they typically sell out, all the dates each and every year. So if you want to go, try to get your tickets early. But they decorate the whole park in all sorts of Halloween awesome decorations. There's exclusive character meet and greets there that you can go around. You can get tons and tons of candy from. I still have somewhere my bag of Oogie Boogie Bash candy, because I can't eat much candy, so,
I'll take it.
Maybe one a day if I'm pushing it. So it's still underneath my desk somewhere. But you get a whole ton of candy, and you get to meet some characters. So you mentioned one of the new ones that was there for this year. Which one was that? And tell me about how your character interaction went with him.
Syndrome. It was actually pretty funny. Like Syndrome, the redhead from The Incredibles.
The redhead. I guess okay. All right.
One of my favorite I had a really good interaction with him. I talked to him. I told him that they should name a coaster named after him, even though I didn't really do a coaster. But I told him that there should be a coaster named after him. It was actually kind of made me smile that he totally agreed with that.
Oh, yes, he did. I mean, anything to help bring attention to you as a villain, you're going to do. Now, the setups here is kind of interesting because they're not really like standing in line to get a character autograph like you're used to seeing in the rest of the parks. They've got kind of a big section of queues, kind of winding back and forth to meet the character, and they're usually crammed full of people. But the lines move constantly. You never stop. And then when you get to the front row, you can talk to the villain. You can ask them questions. I mean, as long as they're short and you can keep moving while you're doing it, they will talk to you. They will engage with you, interact, and then off you go and you keep going. So it's a very brief interaction. You can kind of get selfies with them. But it's enough that it keeps the line. I do. It's enough that it keeps the line moving, so it's not like we're just sitting there waiting for one group of people to finish talking to them. You're moving and talking at the same time, and it's got to be a lot of work for these character actors because they're constantly going and having to, be their character, on the spot. Just, I don't know, it felt like a lot of work to me, but it's really cool. So yeah, you did like Syndrome. And any others stood out to you?
Oogie Boogie. This year, it's the second time in a row I've had an interaction with him.
Yes.
Let's go. Keep it moving. I haven't got all night.
Which was, I don't know how they do the voice of Oogie Boogie because the voice actor that did Oogie Boogie passed away during this last year. Mm-hmm. So they still had him. I don't know, maybe it's like the Stormtroopers where they have a bunch of different voices that they can just, pick from pre-recorded lines, something to that effect. Yeah, but it still worked.
He tried to ask me what character I was dressed up as. I just said Mickey, even though it was just a sport jersey with a Mickey Mouse on it. But
we each year we do a family costume. This year we did Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy. I was, of course, I was Goofy.
Last year we were the Inside Out characters.
Yep.
I was Anxiety.
Seems to work.
I get anxious.
This is true, especially at a theme park.
Yes.
So characters we had with Syndrome. My brain opened up there for a second with Syndrome. One of my favorites was Maleficent, just because of the area around her. She was also new this last year, and they had a whole new setup over by the big water ride, Grizzly River Run, with her in it, which is really fun and themed very well.
Run along now, and leave me to plot my next.
You just got insulted.
There's also Ernesto from Coco, which we saw from a distance. We didn't go up to him this time. There is Dr. I confuse him with the Avengers. It's not Dr. Doom because that's
there's that guy from Roger Rabbit.
Professor Doom, yeah, from or whatever his name is, the Doom guy, the villain from Roger Rabbit. He was there. He got on me for using the wrong word for trying to kill tunes. So
don't be too disappointed in yourself. That's your parents' job.
I would look at Toontown.
Oh, don't you think that's where I started? Have you been to Toontown before?
Yeah.
Yes. My condolences. I hope your visit was short.
So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different characters that you can meet. Agatha, I think we skipped her this year, but And Dr. Doofenshmirtz. I had to talk to Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
A Black Bull combination. That sounds like a great idea. But I would probably use it for myself. I don't know how I can make a Red Bull either. Like me? You think I would? I mean, I'm wearing my black shirt right here.
Oh no, we met Agatha because she was someone had a Remy thing on their shoulder. Mm-hmm. And it was just hilarious for her to just be like, "There's a rat on your shoulder."
You've got a rat on your shoulder. Is it bothering you?
So if you want to meet a bunch of unique, fun Disney villains, they're going to go along with the Halloween theme, definitely your chance to do it. Great way to collect candy. There's not as many people in the parks, so it's a great time to kind of take advantage of rides if you're wanting a more empty park. Although we'll talk about that here in a second. And then decorations. One of my all-time favorite places in a Disney park is the section that they set up for the Oogie Boogie Bash called Villains Grove. They take the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail and turn it. They had so many lights and fog machines and music and spookiness, and it's one of my all-time favorite places to wander through. I could spend the whole night just in Villains Grove, but yeah, I could just camp out and I love it in there. So I personally love it. I think it's a great time just to kind of have that different vibe in the parks. And I know it's an extra ticket and some people get a little grumpy about that, but I think it's well worth it. And I loved going, and I would happily go again in the future. Now, the dark side. We did discover there's a dark side to sometimes the Disney parks, which I'll just talk about briefly. Because it was an interesting predicament that I'd never experienced before. It was completely new to me. So, for whatever reason, the weekend that we picked to go to the Disneyland Resort, we were expecting huge crowds because, traditionally speaking, that time of year, there's a lot of people in the parks. This particular weekend, dead. So dead, which is great news for us. Pretty much the entire time, we did every single thing in the resort.
Yeah.
We did like all the attractions. We did there's a few that unfortunately we had to kind of pass on this year, but everything that we could do, we did. And we had a lot of fun doing it. But we never waited more than 20 minutes in a line, which is fantastic. I mean, Rise of the Resistance.
We rope dropped it, so...
We rope dropped it. We never waited more than 20 minutes for it. Even when I went back and rode it at night, still 20 minutes, which was amazing. Space Mountain, walked right on that puppy, discovered the single rider line, which we could walk right on that.
We did that thing 3 times in less than an hour.
I know. So it was amazing. So one of our big goals, though, going into Oogie Boogie Bash was saying, let's take advantage of the parks when there's less people in it. But we did all of that during the regular daytime. So...
we just did Radiator Springs a crap ton of times.
We did because of those short lines. But we had a predicament because starting at 3 o'clock, all the people coming into the party can now enter the parks. And then the day guests are also in there at the same time. So we'd gone from a resort that was almost empty the whole weekend, where we could do everything, to suddenly slam packed on a Sunday afternoon. I mean, it was so crowded. So we'd done everything in the park already with super short lines. Then we had this period of time when everything in the park had over an hour wait. And we knew that we could, if we just waited a couple hours until the party started, we would do everything again without any lines. But between 3 o'clock in the afternoon and 6 o'clock at night, everything was now swamped with people because of the double hitting crowds, and everything had over an hour wait. And we're like, what do we do? Because why wait in line for an hour now for a ride that we can then walk on in a couple of hours? And my wife's not a big shopping person. I mean, if she needs something, she'll go buy it. She'll look it up and know exactly where to go in, buy it, come back out. She doesn't like to go mill around in shops. We had just eaten lunch. So we literally had 3 hours of time when we're like, what do we do? And that's a weird feeling in a Disney park when you're surrounded by things to do. But when you're looking at the reality, you're like, there is nothing for us to do for 3 hours. We've paid double the money to be here, and there's nothing to do. It was definitely weird being in the park and saying, I have no idea what we're going to do. But we figured it out. We still had a great time. And so it's just one of those kind of odd things to experience. But yes, like I said, if you want to go meet the characters, if you want to go experience Feelings Grove, which I highly recommend, go do it. Buy your tickets early because there's only so many and they sell out usually fairly quickly. So
another thing.
Yes.
I finally got to experience a ride with the lights on. Well, like breaking down.
This is true.
Twice.
This is a great story from a child's perspective. Not so fun from a parent's perspective.
Because you were stuck in the...
As he made reference to earlier, we did do Radiator Springs kind of on repeat because we found, okay, here's a ride we can do. It doesn't have much of a line. Let's just keep doing it, especially because it's single rider. So, Keaton, what happened?
So, I was on single rider, so I went to a different car than Mom and Dad. So I got in the car and the ride went smoothly. And then I got to the launch and noticed that there was no people in the next car over. So I found that kind of weird, and I'm like, whatever. So I braced for the launch, and nothing happened. So we just sat there for a few minutes, and then the greatest thing to happen to a Disney person ever happened. The lights turned on.
Yep. Radiator Springs racers broke down while we were in the single rider line.
But the funniest part of this is that I got out my phone to tell Mom and Dad that I was stuck here. So I had my phone out for a little while, and then suddenly, while I still had my phone in my hand, the ride started going, and I'm like, wait. So I tried putting it in my backpack, and then I realized my pocket wasn't open, so I briefly see my phone, like, flying up, and I'm like, ooh! I caught it, like, just in time, because it was, like, flying up during one of the drops.
So like I said, a great story, great experience from the child's perspective. It's just weird. Like I said, we're riding single rider lines. My wife and I happen to make it into the same vehicle. So she and I, I'm in the front seat of the car. She's behind me in the back seat. We're also stuck when the ride breaks down, and we're like, okay, our 11-year-old is somewhere in the building by himself. We're strapped into seatbelts in the car. There's nothing we can do to try to figure out what to tell him to do. So, yeah, that was weird.
Remember how I said we got stuck on a ride twice? Well, on the first day we were at the parks, we got stuck on a ride and didn't expect to get stuck on. The Millennium Falcon ride.
That is true.
And the funniest part is, it was my mom's first time piloting.
Yep.
I was co-pilot. But the second we jumped into Lightspeed, the ride just broke. The lights, like, in the simulator turned on. So, like, the ride was somehow still running. But, like, we couldn't see anything because the lights were on. Eventually, the ride ended, and the doors that are usually supposed to open, they didn't open. We're stuck in there for, like, another 20 minutes. And we had, like, some really special dialogue with whoever that guy is, the...
Hondo.
Yes,
this is when we discovered that there's exclusive dialogue from Hondo when the ride breaks down. Which is really entertaining. It's very, very fun to listen to Hondo try to explain to you why the Falcon is not operating correctly.
Unfortunately, it takes a few minutes to reset all the complicated systems on the Falcon. And in the meantime, well, we've got a little time to pass. So here we are, passing some time. Other than the complete failure of the Millennium Falcon, how was your flight? I tried to reboot the system. That's the first thing I did. Could you repeat that?
Got stuck.
So you're saying I should reroute the power from the hyperdrive motivator to the sublight engines, disable the quad laser cannons, and deflect the shield generators, and reverse polarity on the Quadex power core? That sounds like a long shot, my friend.
I'm just glad he ended up videoing that whole process.
It was great. We love ride breakdowns. And it's not so fun when you're standing in line, but when you're on them and they break down,
You still got to send that video to TPM Bids.
True. So there you go. Awesome time in the parks. Had a great weekend. Like I said, nobody was there, so we got to ride everything, and it was a lot of fun, and definitely enjoyed Oogie Boogie Bash. So if you have a chance to go, our Halloween suggestion is to absolutely do it. It's worth it. They do a fantastic job. And just go in with an open mind and make sure you see everything you can, because it's fun. So this week we are talking about a short from 1929 called The Haunted House. So this particular short was released by Celebrity Productions in 1929 as part of the Mickey Mouse film series. The cartoon was produced by Walt Disney Productions and distributed by Celebrity Productions. This was the 14th Mickey Mouse short to be produced. It was also the 11th of this particular year. So the Mickey Mouse cartoons have been going on for a while now, which we're going to talk about, kind of over the course of the next month as we deep dive into this, as we'll talk about later. But this was, they were on their stride now. They were cranking out cartoons. This was the 11th produced in 1929, and it was released on December 2nd of 1929. So a lot was going on for the Mickey Mouse shorts in that particular year. Now, this is directed by Walt Disney, because he directed all of these back then. He also did the voice of Mickey Mouse. The music is by Carl Stalling, and the animation by iWorks. So kind of the traditional crew that did Mickey shorts back, in the 1920s, late 1920s. Now, one thing to note, because some of this will look familiar, especially because they use these clips a lot during the holiday season. The Haunted House short does borrow animation from Disney's first Silly Symphony cartoon called The Skeleton Dance, which was released earlier in 1929. The sequence is new, but it still features, I think they reused a lot of that animation to save themselves some time with the skeletons dancing. The Haunted House was also Mickey's first cartoon with a horror theme to it, which led to future horror-themed installments of Mickey Mouse cartoons. And, Disney does lots of horror-themed, spooky
Not to mention
stuff.
the Steamboat Willie horror game.
Well, yeah. Now, Disney, this is also the first time Disney had trouble with censors. They kind of threw a fit because some of the gags involve chamber pots and outhouses, as we will see. And back in those days and then those standards, you didn't mix kids' cartoons with things like potty humor and outhouses and things people use to go to the bathroom. So, that said, you ready to watch this one?
Yep.
Alrighty. I to be honest, I have not seen, Keaton's never seen this one. It's been way too many years since I've seen this one, so this will be a pretty fresh reaction from us. It is available on YouTube, so we'll put a link here in the show notes that you can go and watch it yourself. So Keaton, give us a spooky countdown for The Haunted House.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Mickey Mouse sound cartoon called The Haunted House. Obviously, we have a lot to say about this. All right, so here we go. Ooh, cuts to just the haunted house. We get this spooky house in the driving rain, the storm. Why are stars coming off the trees? All right, Mickey is trying to make his way through the wind and the rain. He's not having much luck with his umbrella. Scratching his leg. All right, hey, there's a house. He can get rid of this.
Why is this kind of unsettling?
That's kind of the point. That's what they wanted.
Like, the old design of Mickey is kind of unsettling to me for some reason.
So we're going to try to get in the house. Of course, the porch, just because of the storm, it just broke apart, but the door mysteriously opens. What is in here? Mickey's kind of freaking out. The tree is pushing him in there. Okay, get in there.
I don't know what he saw, but
I don't know. Oh, but the door locked behind him and padlocked. So now he knows he's stuck in there. And there's bats. Creepy bats with fangs.
baddie.
Ooh. Wait, where'd Mickey go? Oh, he was hiding, of course, in the chamber pot. Ew. And now he's back in there because there's spiders in here, too.
Wait, what's a chamber pot?
Oh. That's where people used to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to run around. Where's he going? Oh, there's creepy bells. Oh, flashy lights.
Mary.
Hey.
Is he saying Minnie or something?
He was saying Mammy, which he also probably should not have said, but
What does that mean?
we'll talk about that later. So now he's definitely getting trapped. There's a big metal door that came down. Oh, and a ghost. A creepy ghost.
I'm your ghost. Your ghost.
Your ghost host. Who's now dancing with a mysterious rhythm. It's a skeleton. Okay, I'd be out of there.
Skeleton.
Yeah, poor Mickey. The skeleton is... Oh, but no, now the skeletons are coming in the door. What does Mickey do? He gets attacked by one. Oh, he's going to put them over there.
Hey, I feel bad for Mickey. Like hearing his like whining.
Oh, they want him to play. I can't play. Apparently, they really want him to play.
I really feel bad for him. It's hard to hear Mickey cry.
What if you legitimately don't know how to play the piano, though? You're like, dude, I told you I can't play, but...
Oh.
All right, Mickey can play.
Maybe.
Yes, let's play the spooky song. Dude, you're going too slow. Speed it up. Okay, we'll show you what new notes we want. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and play the piano, the organ, and this way the skeletons can. Look at the bottom; they're like banging on each other's
butt
bones. I know it's not a real bone, but what? Okay, so we've got them banging on the windows. The clock is getting into it.
Oh.
Yes, this guy, just looking up at him. He's really getting down in the cloak up here. He's letting his ankles come out. Oh yeah, we'll use the radiator. That'll make some good sounds. We'll use it like a xylophone.
Don't think a radiator makes those sounds, but
Or where the house is falling apart. The wood's sticking out. We can use that too. Whatever we can
this is
find.
kind of like Steamboat Willie logic. Like they're using animals to.
Instead of using animals, we're using spooky objects. You can definitely see the similarities in the theme here. We're playing instruments, and we're utilizing what we have to...
How's the seat dancing?
We're bringing our bones together as skeletons on our heads.
Oh,
And our butts. Okay, a rib cage as a xylophone. And a head. And a spine.
What the? That's not how bones work.
Maybe decayed bones work differently. Oh, now we got hats.
Where did the hats come from? This is a haunted house. Oh wait, it's just gonna be the same answer to everything. Cartoon
physics.
But I'm still gonna
I was
ask
just
these
nervous
questions.
that those were something else, which they still could have been. All right, see, skeleton dance. They are dancing. I don't know what else to say about that.
This is.
Didn't you just watch some of this in school the other day?
No, it was the one. It was one called Trick or Treat.
Okay.
It was a bit older.
No, it was newer.
Or a bit newer. I mean,
you don't get
that's
older
what I
than
meant.
this. But
Unless it's like something the dinosaurs watch.
all right, Mickey's like, okay, I played. I'm out of here. I did what you asked. Let me out of this house. But no, there's creepy skeletons in the doors. They're coming through the keyholes.
Curious where they get this footage.
Oh, there's another chamber pot. Get this footage. They animated it.
Oh. Like, I know. Don't they usually run this stuff through a projector though?
Well, yeah, they had those back then.
So I'm curious how they got from a projector to.
Oh, see, now there's the outhouses. That's it. That was very quick. Okay, so there was the haunted house.
What was your favorite part?
So, initial thoughts about the haunted house.
Cartoon physics.
We've got skeletons
Dancing?
You know, we've got them
stretching their ribs somehow.
We're using rib cages as a guitar, you know, like as keys to play music from. We're
So
using
how
them for
doing
rhythm.
this is making music?
Yep, we're using. Using all different parts of the house, the radiator, the boards in the walls that are falling apart as
Mickey
instruments.
hiding in a.
While Mickey is being
In a pot?
traumatized into playing music for these skeletons. They just want to dance, man. They just wanted to have a Halloween party. And they're like, all right, look, there's a mouse that can play piano. Bring him in here.
You have to say, hey, can you play? You have to be like, hey, can you play some music? Not.
Play. You will play for us.
Okay. I mean, it must have been easy for Walt Disney when it was time. They're like, all right, we're going to write this out. Here's the script.
Play.
I mean, that wasn't Walt Disney. I don't know who did that voice, but he was like,
Because
okay.
Walt Disney did Mickey.
Yeah,
so.
because Walt Disney did Mickey, which really didn't have many lines in that. So.
Didn't have many lines in it.
It's not time for your joke yet.
Yet.
But there we go. So that was definitely a fun. Like I said, the very first of the Disney shorts related to horror or Halloween or spooks or haunts or anything like that. So it's fun to see its beginnings. It's fun to see its origins. And it's fun to see skeletons dance. Just be free, enjoy your bones. Get down with the bones. There we go. Now, a couple quick fun facts about this. The original opening, for its initial theatrical run, the title of the short's letters, the title of the short's letters were flying off the screen after the celebrity title card faded in. So they kind of simplified it down since then, but to just that, go to black and have it say the haunted house. But the original was a lot creepier in how the words were flying in. This was briefly seen featured on a VHS Laserdisc release of the Walt Disney cartoon classics called Scary Tales.
Oh, so that's how they
If you happen to have that collection from way back when, you're going to find that short there. And one other thing in my notes on this one is in his book, The Mickey Movies, the theatrical films of Mickey Mouse, it stated that, quote unquote, Mickey's role in this short is limited, and his only function is as the carrier of the audience's fear. Indeed, he looks repeatedly into the camera for sympathy, dragging us into the haunted house with him. The early scenes of this cartoon managed to evoke a genuine feel of horror, which you brought up, but in the end, the short resembles the boring song and dance routines of both the early Mickey Mouse and Silly Symphony series, too much to be a standout.
I'd be surprised if someone still has a VHS or VCR.
I think I still have one in the closet.
Really?
I don't have any tapes for it. Well, maybe like a few personal stuff we recorded on a camcorder that we don't.
Yeah, I really want to see some of that footage.
I mean, it's old VHS footage, especially from a camcorder. Did not look all that great, but you can at least watch your older brother getting born.
Okay.
There's a Halloween thought for you. So, yeah, this, as you said, I found it interesting when you brought it up at the beginning. You're like, this feels creepy. They set it up at the beginning to feel creepy. They set it up to put the audience in Mickey's scenario where he's going into this dilapidated old house and is scared as to what he's going to see, and he's looking back at the camera like, oh, what do we do?
Like just the how unsettling it is to hear.
Here's your script, Walt. Do this. So, hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of Halloween fun through dancing skeletons and horrified, scared Mickey Mouse.
Poor Mickey.
Poor Mickey. As always with the Mickey Shorts. Poor Mickey. So, you know what it's time for?
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
So Keaton is the pun master. Keaton loves his punny humor. So what do you have for us this week?
How do vampires get around on Halloween?
How do vampires get around on Halloween?
On blood vessels.
I was going to ponder it there for a second, but you went right in. Okay. On blood vessels.
Blood vessels.
Blood vessels. We got to say that with blood vessels.
Blood vessels.
Get the voices down deep and make it all Halloween.
Blood vessels.
I don't know why I sound like the Emperor, but blood vessels.
You sound like Dr. Doofenshmirtz if he's having...
This is... No, I can't do it. My voice is too raw from talking for so long.
Excuse me, mister. I don't want to be on doing the Dr. Doofenshmirtz voice. This is not my show. We're talking Mickey Mouse shorts here.
I went into my Dr. Doofenshmirtz voice when I was talking to Dr. Doofenshmirtz at the Oogie Boogie Bash, and he told me it sounded like I had something stuck in my throat, and I need to go
That's
get
my
that
best
checked.
Perry.
Perry the Platypus. What are you doing here? This is not the podcast for that show. This is not Phineas and Ferb anymore. This is Mickey Shorts and more.
Yeah.
Gosh, I gotta get back into my goofy voice.
Impressions time.
My horrible impressions. No, don't give me that.
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
So, thank you for watching our Halloween Spooktacular. Hopefully everyone had a good time watching us talk Halloween and all of our latest adventures. Remember, if you want to watch any of our past episodes, which we've been doing this for a lot of years, you can go watch those at MickeyShortsandMore.com. You can find us on whatever podcast player you use. Just do a search for Mickey Shorts and More, and hopefully we pop up. I have no idea what my co-host is doing over there.
Jazz hands.
Why? Why are we doing jazz hands on the podcast? And B, how do you know about jazz hands?
Phineas and Ferb.
Okay. If you want to connect with us on social media, you can do that on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just do a search for Mickey Shorts and More, and you can watch our stuff there. And we'd love to hear from you. Just email the show with all of your questions or comments. That's MickeyShortsandMore@gmail.com.
Find my channel on Keaton Pictures on YouTube.
Yes, we'll put the link up for that as well. Next time, this is going to be a little backwards, but next time, Keaton and I are going to be watching the very first of the Alice comedies. We recorded the show that you're going to see next time in May. I thought I posted the show in May. Turns out I did not post the show. We filmed the show, we edited the show, we got everything ready to go. I did not hit send, I did not hit post on the, it's not there. So, our review of the Alice comedies, as we start kind of down that side of things, is still completely valid. Some of the news might be a little bit old.
Yeah.
But, still good stuff. So if you look at that and you're like, wait a minute, they're talking about Oogie Boogie Bash dates. They already went.
That's why.
For posting it late.
Yes, the last episode we recorded was in May.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to all the podcast listeners out there. Come back and check us out next time. And remember, this is key to life. If you experience the blues, if you were down, if you're having dark days, if you're not happy, if you're sad, if you're going through tough times, the solution to all of these things is simply watch more Mickey Mouse.
Yes, my second period class. Watch the Mickey Mouse scariest story ever, and half the class felt better, and the other half of the class was looking at me weird because I was the one who recommended it. But
Well, there you go. So, yeah, watch more Mickey Mouse. It makes you happy, makes you sad, it helps you forget about your troubles.
I'm gonna forget my troubles!
And it just makes life better. So go watch more Mickey Mouse, and then come back and watch us react to it here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
bye.
Thanks for listening to the Mickey Shorts and More podcast. Come back next time, and we'll see you real soon.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun.